When planning for a natural birth or a home birth, you want to start by finding a midwife or a birth center in your area. I use this website to find my midwife and birth center. It just so happened to be right down the street from me, so I will link that below so that you can do a search and see if there's a location near you. Listening to positive birth stories and watching positive natural births or home births on YouTube. This is so important for us because there's so much negativity surrounding labor and childbirth that we need to put positive messages into our brains and just give us the confidence to know that we can do it. Other women have done it for many, many years and we can do it too. This helps us to know what to expect and what to visualize for when our day finally comes. Educating yourself by watching childbirth educators and doulas on YouTube. So Bridget Teyler is one of my go-to childbirth educator doulas. She has so much informative information on pregnancy, on labor, childbirth, and postpartum, and also just different exercises you can do, foods you can eat, things to avoid, all of the things that you need to know. Lavonne is also another childbirth educator. She's not so much on the natural side, but she does have a nursing background, and she has some great videos that just are very informative about labor and breathing and just a bunch of different videos that I think would benefit anyone. Hypnobirthing techniques like meditation, visualization, and affirmations. It's so important that we get rid of the fear, tension, pain cycle and we replace it with a positive cycle. So we want to feel confidence and empowered for our labor and our birth. By continually practicing these affirmations, it's just going to make you that much stronger mentally and physically. Reading natural pregnancy and childbirth books. Mama Natural is one of my favorites. It's actually the first book I bought and the first step I took to preparing for my natural birth. This book has so much information in it about pregnancy, labor, childbirth, postpartum, and different topics on recipes, baby registry, and just basically everything that you need to know during your pregnancy. The author of this book, Genevieve Holland, also has a website, mamanatural.com, where she has tons of articles and information for you to read throughout your pregnancy. There are also a lot of other great books like the Bradley Method or books on hypnobirthing. I haven't actually bought any, but I have done research and read different articles online. So that's something else that I can link below if you want to check out some books that I've heard about that are really good. Exercise and movement has been a big part in preparing for my natural birth. I'm just making sure that I'm doing prenatal friendly exercises that avoid laying on my back for too long or laying on my stomach, especially in the second and third trimesters. I've been doing at-home workouts. I actually have a personal training background, so I've been doing workouts for my IGTV and just modifying certain exercises if I feel like they aren't prenatal safe. I can link my IGTV for you below if you'd like to check some of those out. I've also been doing yoga with Cassandra and yoga with Adrian on YouTube. Those are two of my favorite YouTube yoga channels. They have plenty of prenatal videos. Another thing I've been trying to get in is walking. It's gentle and it's safe. Moving around on my birth ball and just opening my hips up and preparing for labor that way has also been a huge help. Meditation podcasts and natural birth podcasts have been amazing for me. I love the Pure Nurture pregnancy and birth podcast. This podcast shares stories of women who have gone through natural birth and hypnobirthing techniques. These are all positive birth stories that will leave you feeling empowered and ready to take on your natural birth. Another podcast that I've listened to for over a year now is the Women's Meditation podcast. This podcast is great, especially if you're dealing with any stress or anxiety or you want to keep those at bay. She has tons of episodes on every topic that you could imagine. I love listening to these either in the morning or at night before I go to bed. They just ground me, center me, and put me in a great place. Also, if you're going through a tough time, it's a great way to recenter yourself and get back to a great place mentally. It's so important to carve out the time to just get in a quiet place with no distractions and just visualize the way you want your birth to go, the way you want your labor to go, and also to keep in mind that you don't have control of everything and to be okay with that. The first trimester definitely changed my diet. I wasn't able to eat the foods that I normally eat. I normally eat very healthy, but the moment I was able to start eating those foods in the second trimester, I got back to my healthy eating, and I'm not giving into any super unhealthy cravings or, just letting my diet go out of control because I have an excuse because I'm pregnant. Creating a birth plan with my wants and my don't wants, my specific requests for laboring, and also emergency situations that could happen and what I would want to happen in the case of that. And knowing that there's a possibility your birth won't go 100% as planned, and to be okay with that and to accept everything as it comes. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any additional questions about anything I covered, please leave a comment below. If you liked it, then please like and subscribe so that you can see the next pregnancy video.